on the virtual machine, things start to skip. So.
Okay.
Should be okay. I can roll for you or whatever you need me to do.
If needed, but I'm going to try and see what I could do to figure this. And it got better for a second, and then it went back down again. Let me see here. So there's a possibility.
Well, let's see. We are live. Going live now. Come join us. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Hello. Hello. Are we... Can y'all hear us just fine? Is the music at a decent level for y'all?
Hears it.
Let's
see. Oh dear.
You okay?
Yep. I'll be all right.
All right.
Let me just copy that and paste that over here and do that and that and that and paste that. I'll just poof that there and okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Champions of Narr'tor. We are joined by did we lost Chaotic? I suppose we lost Chaotic. But we're here with currently Guti and Neighrator, and we'll shortly be joined by Chaotic, hopefully, if he fixes all of the internet issues that he's got going on, apparently. Oh, music is too quiet. Okay. How's that in terms of music volume for the viewers? Getting things going. There we are. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. It the whenever I do that, I like it tingles my the top of my lip, like right above it, because I've got facial hair, and it vibrates the facial hair on my lip, and it fucking bothers the shit out of me.
See, like the less bothersome tactics, you kind of do it out of like the side of your mouth. It's kind of how I do it most.
I can't do it out of the side.
No.
It's not hard. You just go. Anybody can do it. It's not hard.
Okay. Okay. I've also got like a beard going, so
yeah.
Can't really do it very well with a beard.
My thing with facial hair is that it eventually hurts to play tuba because like the mouthpiece it's pulls on the hairs in the mouthpiece, and then I can't play high notes any higher than like an F in the staff or something. So I'm like, God damn it!
Oh damn!
You play an A, God damn it!
I remember I had that same issue. I couldn't play higher than when I was playing trombone. I couldn't play higher than higher than an F.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the F.
Just something about that F.
Something about that F.
Yeah, listen,
F.
listen, you little parallelogram.
The fuck? Okay. So on that note, last time on Champions of Narr'tor, we had a couple of developments here last night, or last session. Wasn't that early, but Royella, the captain of the guard, called for Alvor and informed him. Let me get a couple of pictures here. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck did I put it?
It was just here. Just at it.
It was. Oh, there it is. Fucking A. There we are. Royella, the captain of the guard of Renfall, called for our heroes to inform them that a legion of Placerfrumian troops were marching upon Narr'tor in roughly 3 days' time. And with this came a information from her scouts that some certain female was traveling with them, and it struck fear into the hearts of their scouts, just gazing upon her. So there are a couple of inferences that our players made from that, and with her summons also came a royal letter from the crown of Placerfrum, calling for the immediate arrest and apprehension of Alvor Roswald for dereliction of duty, theft of military supplies, and unauthorized sale of said military supplies to known enemies of the kingdom. So there were a couple of developments on that end, and
Sounds
so
like
our
words of his deeds traveled far.
Yep. And so
He hasn't been selling to him. He's just been giving them away for free. You know, the metal end. You know, spine, back, in the eye, shit like that.
yeah, exactly.
See, I'm the bard. I can go through these technicalities. I'll be his lawyer.
Perfect.
Now, Your Honor, I may be a simple country Undine, but I'm here.
Oh my god. Why would you do this? Why turn this into the B movie fucking god damn it. Oh jeez. That would be a trip in and of itself.
Ow! Okay, I'm
Jeez.
better.
You okay?
Oh.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. But that said, we are dealing with a couple of things in very short order. First things first, there is the imminent threat of the legion of troops marching upon the countryside. There is the request of meeting with the Grey Order, and there is also the equipment that the dwarves have made for your party in the time that you spent building the sword. So, I think with that, we'll just jump right in to, well, where are we going?
Well, for my role last time, looks like I was his magic device, and I can't see that have been anything else aside from teleport scroll.
That is true.
I remember we were teleporting somewhere. I think we were going to get the shield.
Yeah, we were.
I think we were going to go and get our equipment first.
We were going
before we went
Okay.
to talk to the Grey Order.
Okay. So, I will...
The only other thing I can think to do might be if anybody has any
Wait,
questions.
actually,
I still
no.
have.
1 second. Wrong map.
Uh-oh.
Wrong map. There's the map.
The same old
There's
ass
the
fucking map from fucking
And
literally years ago. Literally fucking years ago.
it was around
Well,
this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Round about that time.
It was Valentine's
So.
weekend, February 2016.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Glad you remember. Damn.
It's because I just got home from my Chicago trip. It's
Yep.
Fair
that's
enough.
why it's like stapled in there just right.
Yeah. So, with
If any-
that...
I do just want to throw one more thing in. If before we leave, anybody wants me to use key visions on any questions that we might have, now would be a good time to do it.
I got nothing.
How long do those take usually?
I think it said. I'm double checking real quick. Key visions. Get any given night, the monk dreams can gain the benefits of a divination.
Mhm.
Similar to augury, but more powerful. I can ask about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within a week.
I don't know if we
And
got
it
time.
takes 10 minutes to cast.
I don't know if we got time. we gotta come back in 3 days, right?
3
What
days
did
is
we
when
tell-
they were going to finish marching on us. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the
Well,
time...
we can think of something when it comes towards nighttime to snooze.
This
Mhm.
is the
Yeah.
dawn of the first day. 72 hours
72
remain.
hours remain.
So,
Anyways,
so you pulled out that scroll of teleportation.
Yep.
You joined hands, and as Zayne pulled the scroll open and concentrated, focused, imagined the scene of the dwarven city, you are sucked through space-time, and you are spit out at the entrance of fucking Burkhalder, the entrance of the dwarven city. Burkhalder. And I will change the music here to something a bit more. We'll do this one. So you are, as you imagine the gates of the city, you're zipped through space time, and you're spat out in front of the archway of the dwarven city of Burkhalder.
God, guys, isn't high-level magic so useful? Gee, I wish we had a wizard in the party.
I'm doing the best I can, damn it.
Hey, man, we're level 18. Fucking interplanetary teleport, man. Let's just say fuck it and go somewhere else.
Fuck
I'm
this
sorry,
shit, I'm out.
I'm off track. I'm going to assume that we're going to go into the city and try to find our dwarf friend.
Okay.
More than likely.
Yep. Y'all have a game plan. So, as you're making your way into the city, it doesn't seem too different from what it was a couple days ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a couple weeks ago, rather. There are a couple more buildings that have more or less completed all of their construction, and eventually you make your way over to our good dwarven friend, Durgan Bronzehammer. And as he...
I just realized he shares the first part of his name with the last name of his city. Berkelder and then Durgan. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sort of.
Dur and then Durgan, so... I don't know, it was just me being weird. Ignore me.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. So, you hear the clanging sounds of a blacksmith's hammer as you make your way to his little abode that he's got set up there. Oh! Well, ain't yours. Us. Once. I need to get the accent back.
What do you do?
Well, I'm glad to see you. As he clangs one more time on the what you now notice is your shield, but it has a few more augments to it. As he lifts it up off of the anvil and hoists it into his grip, you see on the shield, now that it's facing you, you see a few fairly large purplish spines just jutting out from certain spots on the shield. Just managed to finish it up. What do you think? As he holds it up to Alvor.
Ooh.
His profession, blacksmith, right?
I think I swapped that out at some point, actually.
Fair.
You can roll an appraise check.
2. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're certainly going to be getting a lot more damage out of your shield bashes now. You're not quite... You can't quite put a finger on just how much damage you'll be doing, but it's definitely going to be a lot more.
Right.
Pointy things hurt.
Yes, pointy thing hurt.
It's got spiky. What was the big monster thing we took the quills from?
The Bandersnatch.
It's got Bandersnatch spines sticking out of it.
Yep.
Nice.
So, I believe it was a light steel shield. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a
so
+3 light steel shield, right? Or was that mithril?
I just uploaded my sheet to the chat. If anyone wants to take a look, it's currently a +5.
Oh,
Nice.
it's a +5 shield.
It's currently
Yeah.
+5.
Yeah.
This is
So
more
what
than
this
And
is
he's
gonna
got Shield
do?
Master, so he can treat his +5 as also the weapon damage for the
Yep.
spikes.
So what this did, it gave first things first, it added spikes to the light steel shield, so that increases the damage of the shield bash by, I believe, let me see, shield.
It's 1d3 right now, right? Or is it 1d4?
It is 1d4 currently.
Yeah,
1d4
Should
plus
go up
12.
to 1d6.
Yep, it should go to 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah, one size category larger than you. And it also gives it the bashing shield enchant. So that increases it even further by...
It wasn't bashing before?
It wasn't bashing before.
Oh, well, even
Yeah.
better.
So now it will do...
It's treated as
Bashing
one
weapon.
size larger. So.
No, it's treated as 2 size categories larger with bashing.
2 size cat. Oh, wait. Doesn't it go to
Yeah.
1d6 and then 2d6?
It'll go to... It went up to 1d6,
With the shield
and then it goes to
spikes.
1d8, and now it goes 2d6 damage with your shield spike damage.
Oh shit.
This is my way of saying these shield spikes are gonna fucking hurt whatever you smack it with. It's a Bandersnatch spines.
The fuck do you expect, basically?
Yeah. So, for your light mithril shield, add light +5 bashing light mithril shield.
You want to just do it for me? I put my sheet in there. You want to just that might be easier. For everybody.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah, your sheet is level 18 though, right?
I've got 17 on here, unless
What does your base attack bonus say? What's under BAB on the class?
Well, this is interesting.
It means maybe you might not have leveled up.
when did
Yeah,
we
he
level
might
up
have
last
not-
time?
He might not have leveled
Last
up when you've forged the sword. That's what I. Yeah.
When the sword was
No,
forged, we all went up to level 18.
Oh, I didn't. God, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
You're fine.
That's all
All
good.
good.
That means we just fix it now.
Yeah. We can fix it after the session. We can get that all taken care of. But yeah, so what you'll do is now your shield bashes, instead of doing 1d4 plus 12, it'll be 2d6 plus 12.
That works.
So now you're gonna be hurting folks a lot more.
But now you also have like a +5 super sword too. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're. I'm gonna look at you and go, but that's my job. I'm supposed to be super hitty and do lots of damage. Now you do it. Damn it!
Welcome. Welcome to the fun. So that is your shield. And for you, as he turns to look at Zeal, I had a couple of things left over from the spikes that I used from that. So I tried finagling something together for you. As he holds out, he sets out 2, what look to be, almost like claw weapons, like spiked
so fist
claws. Yeah, so fist weapons.
Or like punching
these
daggers
are,
almost.
yeah, like punching daggers, but like visually speaking, you know how Wolverine looks? It's basically like that, but with gloves.
Wolverine claws.
Wolverine
It's a form
gloves,
of a guitar, I think.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what that will do is, when you wear those and you attack with them, your unarmed strikes can now do both piercing and slashing damage. So
So I can do whichever type I need.
Yep. So you can do bludgeoning, and then with your monkey claws now, you can slash or pierce. So that will give you some versatility in your weapon damage type.
So, my unarmed strikes now count as magical, cold iron, silver, lawful, adamantine, bludgeoning, piercing, and slash.
Yeah.
Good luck having any damage reduction against me now.
Good to cover your bases.
Yeah,
Do those
it's
count
good.
as
It's
magic
good to
items
cover.
that I'm wearing on? Sorry, go ahead.
It's good to cover your bases when it comes to just facing off against a giant fucking dragon. You know.
You're right. So,
Yeah.
do those count as a weapon, or are they like gloves?
They are like gloves. Yeah.
Because I'm currently wearing the deliquescent gloves that give me the acid damage. So that's why I thought I would ask.
Right. You can use those, or you can choose to use the claws.
I'm trying to think if 1d6
Yeah,
extra
it's one or the
acid
other.
damage is better, or having the ability to flop between bludgeoning, piercing. Not entirely sure which one's a better choice. Because I'll just end up if I switch them out
What
for the
knowledges do you
deliquescent-
have? Question: what knowledges do you have?
I have history and religion.
Okay. Just do a straight intelligence check then.
Intelligence bonus again? All right. 7.
Okay. Okay. Just
I'll
choose
just
between one
ask
or the
Zayne.
other. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
ask
Just
Zayne.
ask Zayne. Ask Zayne. That could be.
You
that
know
could be a good
magic
one.
things. So,
Oh, okay. What am I examining?
should I wear the deliquescent gloves or should I wear these new Bandersnatch claws? So they're not weapons; they're like gloves, and they're going to enhance my unarmed strike. So,
What's the roll for it?
knowledge, whatever.
I'll let you. Do you have knowledge, dungeoneering?
I have all the knowledge. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. You can make a knowledge check untrained.
No, I have at least one rank in all knowledge.
Oh shit. Oh, all right then.
Okay,
You can
Brett.
take 10 with this. You can take 10 with that since you got a rank in it. What would taking 10 get you?
For dungeoneering would be 27.
Okay, you definitely know this. Black dragons are pretty much immune to acid damage, and so given the situation, if you choose to face off against a black dragon, you'll want to use the claws rather than the gloves, because the gloves will not provide any sort of damage benefit.
Alright. Well, considering that we're making very quick enemies with Morgalla and his kin, the acidic properties probably won't help you, but these new claws will probably really lay on the hurt.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So we'll sell the deliquescent gloves for 2,000 gold pieces,
All right.
I believe. No, their price is 8,000. I can sell them for half of that, right?
I think they're
I'm
4,000
sure
actually.
there's. It's 4,000 to craft them. It's 8,000. Their price is 8,000.
Ah, yeah.
I'm sure there
Sure.
are some dwarves here that probably want it.
Would you prefer to haggle them?
I'll just take them for half price.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't really care. I don't have the skills to haggle. That's not what I do.
Okay.
The money is just to make sure that I can maybe buy other things that we might need, like more potions and shit. Who knows? I still have a bandolier, and I actually have potions in it. I forgot. I've got like 2, 4. I got 7 potions on that damn thing. So,
Well, all right.
all right. Only other thing I'm gonna ask is if there's a possibility that I can try to finagle extra benefits out of the monkey claws, if only to say because of the fact that they are like so they're like Wolverine claws. Could they help me do climbing or anything else, or is it just going to affect the unarmed strike in the way you've described? Anything else that it might do, or no? It's fine if not. I just thought I might ask.
Right.
Let's see.
I'd imagine probably not, because if I have to, well, they're more like, if they're like gloves, are they more like now like almost like gauntlets that kind of have claws on the end, or no, I'm not sure.
They're more like leather gloves almost. Leather gloves with the spines that have been like finely grinded to blade-like appendages.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
How? Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Long enough that I can either punch and pierce, or slice and slash, or I can
Yep.
still just do unarmed strikes by kicking people with my feet. So.
Yep. Exactly.
Alright,
And
that'll work.
one benefit that I'll say to these to separate them from, say, bronze knuckles or brass knuckles rather, or something like that, is that you can also wield a weapon while wearing those gloves. That's going to be the differing factor between them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do technically still have my masterwork double chained gauntlets, so if I ever want to pull that out.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I bow to him and I thank him for the call.
It's my pleasure.
What do we owe you for it?
Well, seeing as you drove out that dragon, well, let's say this one's on the house. In return, I guess go off and tell folks about us here. We'd like to get some new trade going.
Something like that might need to happen a lot quicker than you might imagine, good Sir Dwarf.
What do you mean?
Has anyone been in touch with you from the east yet?
No? What of it?
We just warped in from Redfall, and it happens that there are legions of soldiers from place you're from marching on Narr'tor.
Place you're from? Well, when are they going to get here?
3 days' time.
Oh.
If there is a time that we all need to unite together, then that time is now.
I understand. Well, unfortunately, I don't know if we can get there in time is the issue. I'm sure that hundreds of us will be able to gather up arms, but I don't know if we'd be able to get there in time.
I understand. If anything, I just wanted to be sure that you and your people were prepared. You only just got your home back. I would hate to see something happen to it again.
We will be. Thank you.
Besides, you will be there in spirit, he says as he kind of flexes the new gloves. Because these will be put to good use, stopping them.
I'm happy to hear it as he claps his hands together.
Don't forget.
And if we can, we might come back with a dragon head.
Now that would be something.
Naya will always have your back, even if we are rebuilding a bit.
And we'll have theirs. Don't worry. If they decide to come on down here, we'll be waiting for them. And we'll be ready.
All right.
Dwarves on the warpath, man. You always gotta love it.
Yeah.
Right. I would assume that's our business here, then.
I think so.
Yep.
Next for us on our list would be to go to the Grey Order, right?
Yep.
How long did this take us? We started the day. It was morning time, dawn of the first day.
Next on the list was visiting I guess their ambassadors, for lack of a better word, in Naya.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have 4 scrolls. If we just want to warp to.
Goody, could you get a bit closer to your microphone? I think it's cutting you off at the noise gate a bit.
Like this.
Like this. A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I do have 4 teleport scrolls left, so I could just warp us to Naya.
Okay.
Oh, God, excuse me.
I believe that was next on our travel list.
I believe that is the case, yes. So our other 2 party members all set and ready to go?
I'm as good to go as any.
All right. So, with that, Goody, get that use magic device and
Yep.
D100.
Hello, LF.
Hello, hello.
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 Real mute unless otherwise stated.
Depending on how far we get tonight, we'll see. I might have something for you.
Blaze along.
Yeah. In the meantime, just chill out.
Lay back, relax, and let the soothing sounds flow over.
At the soothing sounds of rolling dice.
Clatter.
Clatter.
Do they have that? Do they have rolling dice
D&D
ASMR?
ASMR edition.
They're about to.
If they don't, they need to get on that shit.
Dude, why not?
What are you
Oh,
talking
dude, I could
about?
totally do that on my Twitch sometime. So it looks like you're rolling up into a dungeon. Make
Oh my
perception
god.
checks. Clatter.
Clatter.
All right, looks like you scored a 16. Inside are some well-lit torches.
Because I don't know if the 3D dice they have on Roll20 make clattering sounds or not when they hit.
Brilliant.
Mm.
Oh well. I'm curious. I'll check it out sometime.
Okay. So, Goody, let's get that roll. I'll go.
Got it. It's a 38.
All right, so 38 gets it. Let's get that D100.
How well does the teleport work?
Yeah.
Let's not throw this campaign out of whack already.
Do I roll or do you roll it?
You roll it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I don't think it matters.
Wait, no, I roll it. 1 second. Okay.
We're gonna be
let's
using
see.
Wuten's luck instead.
Yeah, we're using Wuten's luck. Let's see. Do you... Yeah, you make it. Woo! You, once again, the party joins hands, and Zayne focuses on the scroll, opens it like an Elder Scroll. And...
The
bada boom,
power
bada bing.
of Parthenax.
Bada boom, bada bing. We are in... Naya. And I
Woo.
need to... Hop over here myself, and... I will pop you over to there. Okay. So, you teleport, and... You are sucked through space-time once more. And it's like... Okay. Who here has seen Rise of Skywalker?
Aye.
Aye.
I.
Okay, so it's like the
worry.
beginning sequence where they're jumping through hyperspace multiple times. It's just like,
Oh, that.
yeah,
He's
That
treating-
was my
treating the
favorite
Millennium-
part.
Treating the Millennium Falcon like he's driving stick.
yeah. Basically. So yeah, that's basically the that's the sequence here. It's like we teleport to the Dwarven City, and we teleport to Naya, then we're just gonna teleport to fucking Miami. Why not?
Funny, we've
Teleporting
never actually
somebody-
been there.
Teleporting somebody's shower, and she screams and pulls the curtain over. So, oops, sorry.
Oh.
And then we're gone again.
Spoiler alert.
Suddenly, three random muddy men show up in your fucking shower. What do you do? Roll initiative.
Great. That'd be great.
One teleports to the real world while in front of Wuten while they're GMing.
What? Just
It'd be
turns to look
Alvor,
at
and
him.
you just go, "Whoops, sorry, DM."
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Alvor gives the DM a high five. Hey, my man.
My man. Wow.
Oh, God.
Okay. Okay. So you end up teleporting just outside the Coralyn estate, and where are you going from here?
I would assume the Grey Order, wherever they are. We're supposed to apparently go talk to them, and it might be a good idea to let Scylla know. Although I think Royella said she let her know already.
That and between me and Scylla, she'll be in touch with me when stuff needs to get cooking.
Gotcha. So we might as well just focus on what we need to get done.
Yeah.
And maybe the wizards will be helpful, and maybe they'll have some magic for us. Who knows?
Yep. And if the wizards don't work, then we do have we can go to her.
Makes sense.
She's got my number. She's got me on speed. She's got me on speed magic.
Magic.
Jeez.
Zayne, why aren't you friends with me on Placebook?
Hello?
Why?
Hello? That's bell reception. Hello?
That's fellers.
So I'm going in a tunnel.
Dale, I'll have to call you back. God damn it. Anyways,
Yeah, gray order, sure. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Or
So-
if Scylla's around, if she's in the house, we could pop by real quick, I guess. But I don't know.
Well, first things first, you need to figure out where is this Grey Order?
Oh, that.
Oh, you're telling me I don't know? I thought it might have been like one of the maybe the mage college probably points fingers.
they would either be at the Mage College or they would be in their own specific like embassy. Because if they're considered a different group, they might have an embassy instead. I don't know for sure.
So we could either mage college or we could check with the central place, the central command zone, since our league is our alliance is trying to convene in all of these ambassador points.
That would probably
true.
be the better thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, let's
That's true.
do that.
Okay.
We can know for sure where we're going.
Okay,
rather
so
than
y'all
just
are
wandering.
popping by the war room.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will move y'all over here, and then I'll move y'all over to here, and change the music here to. Where is? Did I get it in here? Shit, I don't think I actually put the music in here. One second. One second. Technical things here.
In the meantime, I am gonna look up spells to see if there's a wand of something damaging. I think.
Alright.
There's that song bolt thing. I think you might be able to do
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing is I'm looking to get it like in like something in like wand form, and that's a 5th level.
Ah. Wands can do up to 4th, right?
Yeah.
You can use magic device actually on them, so I mean you could always get any spell you want,
I know.
not just a bard one.
I know. I'm just thinking about it. Ugh.
Could have sworn I uploaded this. Oh, I did upload it, but I forgot to put it into the game. Okay. Give me just a second here.
No worries.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's true. There we go. Okay. Let's get you over here into this playlist here. Yeah. There we go. I'll stick you right there. Yeah. There we go.
That's a great name for a spell. Conjure Deadfall. You conjure a large metal cube covered in sharp spikes.
Yep. I'm using that as Raggy and Dio's combo attack. Code roller die.
Nice.
I'm saving it. Got a scroll of it for a reason.
Okay. So, you make your way into the Druid Sanctum, into the same war room as before, and inside you spot Scylla, and she looks up at you and gives you an acknowledgement and a slight smile, seeing her brother safe and sound. But you can tell that there's definitely a lot of things on her mind at the moment.
Sister?
Yes, brother?
There's word from the east, Matthew.
It has. We're preparing to mobilize everyone and march out within the day.
All right. We are trying to do all we can within that 3-day span, but right now, we are thinking we'd like to try and get in contact with the Grey Order. Do we have any representatives still local?
She thinks for a moment. Well, unfortunately, the only representative we've had since they've come out from their forest was that dragon Aramis. Other than that, I can't think of any who are at least in the city.
From the
Most
Grey
likely the mages at the guild would have more answers. Specifically,
out of
I
character,
believe.
real quick.
Yeah.
The dragon was from the forest?
Yeah, the Aramis the Loyal was a representative of the Grey Order.
I thought the Grey Order were mages.
No.
I thought the dragon was a representative from one of the dragons that had woken up.
Yes, dragons technically are considered mages.
I don't know. I was as confused as you were. So.
No, it's all right.
So Aramis the Loyal was a representative from the Grey Order. And at the moment, Aramis is, at this time, nowhere to be found. It's her understanding that Aramis returned to the Grey Order's sanctum in the White Barren Woodlands.
Alright, well, I guess we're off to the Mages College then.
Okay.
So that, or we could see if she can sending them. They'd probably be in
That
better
is-
touch with the guild than my thought.
You could do a sending spell to Aramis because you have been in contact with them. So would that be something that Zayne would think to do?
You would probably have to ask Scylla to do it because he does not know the spell.
Okay, sending. I
If
believe
she
you
is-
don't need to know the location of the person. Oh, first things first. Hello, Pabugad. Thank you for the $20. Big fan. Owu, keep this good shiz going. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for the super
Hey.
chat. I'm glad you're
What a
enjoying
bro.
it, and hopefully y'all enjoy what we have in store here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you ask Scylla to cast the spell to try and get into contact with Aramis.
And see if we, have permission to go there, or may have a method of getting there swiftly.
Okay. Scylla will try to get in cast a sending spell, specifically asking, "Hello, Aramis. This is Scylla of Naya. Our heroes wish to, well, actually, our champions wish to meet with your order. Do they have your blessing?" That is what she sends to Aramis. And let's see.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
This just happens every time.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
My again.
master says I
New phone, who dis?
Who dis?
new mind who
Every
dis.
time he sends K. What does it mean?
New mind who dis.
I'd be a little concerned. I'd be like, wait, who moved in?
Where the pool table?
And after a few moments, Scylla relays the reply that she received. One moment. I'm slightly altering the wording here a bit.
Doesn't the sending spell let you immediately send back a message if you want?
Yes,
to?
it does. It
Or-
does. I'm just writing it out here.
I was just curious.
He was in the can. Just give him a second.
Give him a bit. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I got it. So she replies, she relays the message given as, Aramis gives blessing to enter Forest of Infinities. Sword-bearers must prove worthy to my masters by traversing forest.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, it's a test.
So we can't warp straight there. We gotta have a trial to get there.
That appears to be the case, yes.
Okay. Fair. They're pretty seclusive.
Hmm.
Are we doing that this session, or do we want to hold that until next time?
That will. We can get it. We can at least get you started with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with that, so were you still wanting to visit the mages to see if you could procure any more info or assistance?
Well, shit, fuck it. If we're gonna go see the Grey Order, we might as well be as equipped as we can, because if we're gonna run across like 2 or 3, now that we're level 18, we're gonna be coming across Bandersnatch matches in packs of 2 and 3, so we should probably be ready.
And when you consider, a secret order of mages, one of who may or may not be a bunch of dragon-type folk, their trial may be pretty harsh to keep themselves so secluded. So, something I've been wanting to get for a while is like a wand that can do some kind of damage, even if it's not a whole lot. But Bard's spell list isn't exactly the best at that.
Wand of fireballs is always a thing.
I know.
You want to know something that could also be a good choice? Hold up. Because rather than just a wand, why not look at a staff?
Ooh.
Staves are
True.
far more powerful.
True.
Let me see, you can activate something blindly, decipher a written spell, use a scroll, use a wand, emulate a class feature, ability score, race, or alignment. It doesn't say anything about using a staff, though. Can you use magic device on a staff?
Well, I mean, if it's loaded, if I charge it with my own spells, I probably.
You could charge it with your own spell. I think the staff has to have at least a spell that you can cast in order to cast it into the staff.
Use magic device is used for using a scroll, wand, or use a wand, staff, or other spell trigger item. Normally, to use a wand, you must have the wand spell on your class spell list. This use of the skill allows you to use a wand or staff or other spell trigger item as if you had the particular spell on your class spell list. So it's a used magic device of just a flat 20 to use a wand. It's just a flat DC of 20 to
and then you could fake it to use whatever
staff.
spell you wanted out of the staff.
Yep.
So I would say look into a staff.
Yeah, it's
if
not
they
like
can be more varied in their spells, and you
Mhm.
can use your caster level as the level of the spell.
Yep,
So.
and it's not restricted. It's not like using a scroll where it's 20 plus your caster level of the scroll. It's just a straight 20 on the die, or 20 DC. So as long as
You're literally
as long as I
one off.
believe, actually, as long as you don't roll a 1 on your used magic device, you're good. You just gotta not.
And
natural
even better, you get one more level, you can just take 10 whenever you want on it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
fucking
true.
good shit. The Jack of all trades at 19th level, the bard can take 10 on any skill check, even if you can't normally take 10 on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing
You
with
never fail to use a staff.
Stupid microphone. Okay. So, if I were to take a staff, if I were to use everything, does that mean that it's like gone for good, or do I still would I be able to recharge it with anything?
Staves hold 10 charges. When
Yeah,
it runs
they
out of
hold 10
charges, it can't be
charges.
used until it's recharged. You can imbue it with a portion of your power so long as at least one or more of the spells cast by the staff is on your spell list. I don't know if Wuten would let you emulate use magic device to recharge it if it didn't, but as long as it had at least a spell that was on your spell list, you could recharge it.
I would let you,
Each
if you
morning.
have a... So, how I'll adjudicate this. If you have a spell that's on the list of spells that can be cast by the staff, I'll let you charge it with your power, but you'll still have to expend a spell slot from that that same level for whatever spell you're trying to recharge. So, like,
No, that makes...
Staff of Fire, do you have Burning Hands?
Nope,
No? Is that not on the Bard spell list?
it is not.
Okay. Fireball?
Nope.
Wall of Fire?
Nope.
Okay, so I would not let you. I would not allow you to charge it with your spells in that case. However, let's say staff magic item. Staves.
Motherfucking staves.
Staves.
There's a lot.
Let's go with.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely. The staff of 100 hands is my favorite.
Do you have Acid Arrow?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Bards don't get anything fun, Wooten.
Yeah, we're mostly enchantment and bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, let's see here.
I don't even know if we have enough money to go buying a staff anyways. Unless somebody's
How
gonna
much
hand
money
us
do you
one.
have? Zayne?
Well, so I have 56 platinum, a bit over 2,000 gold, and I also still have a whole bunch of wands from the mages that we beat up before.
True. Well, I mean, if there's any of those wands that you find interest in using, or if you find interest in selling those, you can do that.
Yeah. Just to save time, would I be able to retcon getting one, or would you rather I figure this out like as soon as possible?
We can say that. Okay. We'll say that we'll put a bookmark in this part. We'll say that during the time that you're traveling over to the Mages Guild, you do some light shopping, do some purchases, selling, etc. And we can figure that out after the session, but then currently we can go ahead and stop by the mages.
Yeah, I just didn't want to have Chaotic and NP sit by while I'm like, what staff do I want?
What staff?
Nah. But I did think it probably would be wise to talk with them about, what we can expect going into the forest.
Right. Okay.
Let's head over to the college.
Okay.
Cool.
The collage. Let me pop you over here and put that back on. And slide it all. Zoom in over here. And so you make your way over to the bridge, and some of the mages actually recognize you from your helping them with dealing with a certain vagabonds over here. And so they see that you've grown quite strong, and they allow you to pass uninhibited.
We look to speak to the headmaster, or whatever you would call them.
Well, one of the mages points you towards the top of the tower on the north end of the little what do you call it?
Island.
Little
Isthmus?
tiny island. Yeah.
I know there's a
Little
word for the
inlet.
islands on a yeah, those little islands like that form in rivers or whatever. There's a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
A little whatchamajig. Yeah. We'll just call it a
Call it
whatchamajig.
whatchamajig, that'll work.
Yeah.
What's it?
Thingaming what?
Or whatchamacallit.
I think it's still called river. I think it's still called island.
It
Alright.
might be. It probably is.
Yeah,
I felt like there was a special name, but who cares?
Oh, it may be called an eot or 8. I'm not making that up.
Woo!
Okay.
Well, there we go then.
Well,
We now know for sure.
that certainly works. Okay, so
Holy shit. I did not know that. I like TIL. I'm going to put this in here.
So before
Who
we
knew
meet
that?
with the before we meet with the mages, I will be right back. Let's do a quick pee break.
Okay, so
Time to look through stabs. I can help you find a good staff, Goody. Quick,
All right,
let's take the time.
All right.
I got nothing better to do unless you have to pee. So
I might.
there is a staff of enchantment.
Yeah, but I want to have something that can help me do like help out with a bit more with some ranged mod.
I think the staff of conjuration actually has some really good spells in it, and I think that some of them might be on your list. Because it said as long as one of the spells is, but it doesn't have to be the strongest one, just one. I assume Unseen Servant is on your list, right?
That one I know it.
Then you can recharge a staff of conjuration with no problem. The highest level spell in it is a summon monster 6.
I know that.
Which, and you can, so you have to spend every day, you can put one charge in the staff by using a level of a spell that is equivalent to the highest level in the staff. So since the highest is 6, every morning once you've recharged your spells, you can take a 6th level spell slot and put it into the staff, basically, to give it a charge. If that makes sense.
I think so. So
And then
So I can take a 6th level spell slot, charge it into the staff, and then that's
gives it 1 charge out of 10.
okay.
And you can do it once per day. And then it gives you Summon Monster 6, which you wouldn't have to use Magic Device to do. Minor Creation, which you would have to, as far as I understand. You create a non-magical, unattended object of non-living vegetable matter. The volume of this item cannot exceed 1 cubic foot per caster level. Succeed on an appropriate craft check to make a complex item. So you can just like make something that's up to a cubic foot per level, basically, for whatever purpose you might need it for. Hey man, if we need a battering ram, you can make one. So
Yeah.
you would be able to do Cloud Kill. It's a medium range, 100 feet plus 10 per level. Makes a cloud that spreads in a 20-foot radius, 20 feet high.
Always
Works
does.
like Fog Cloud, except its vapors are yellowish green and poisonous, killing any living creature with 3 or fewer HD with no save. A living creature with 4 to 6 is slain unless it succeeds on a Fortitude save, in which case it takes 1d4 points of Constitution damage on your turn each round while in the cloud. A living creature with 6 or more HD takes 1d4 points of Constitution damage while within the cloud. Holding one's breath doesn't help, but creatures immune to poison are unaffected by the spell. Successful Fortitude halves the damage, so it's Constitution damage basically. Where even if they succeed on the save, they still take Constitution damage. So, And, I mean, if you were going to kill all the Placiformian soldiers, that would be a good way to do it, but I don't know if you want to kill them. So...
especially with, Alvor around, I don't think that's what Zayne would do.
Yeah. Oh, there is also it also does cast Stinking Cloud, which is like Fog Cloud, except it nauseates living creatures unless they make a Fortitude save. So it could nauseate a whole bunch of them, and nauseation, well, they can only take move actions, so they can't fight. They have to keel over and vomit, basically. And it lasts for as long as they're in the cloud, and for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after it leaves. You can summon Swarm. You can summon swarms of bats, rats, or spiders. And Unseen Servant, obviously, too. So, I mean, Conjuration Staff's not bad, and it has at least a single spell that was on your list.
Way beyond my...
Yeah, I'm looking at Greater Staffs right now. Those things are expensive, so...
Oof.
In terms of one that you could afford right now, I don't think you could even... I think the only one you might be able to manage was the Staff of Blessed Relief.
Speaking of Blessed Relief, I am going to go pee real quick.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it does cast Create Water, so go do that.
Stop. Stop.
Oh my god, got him!
Go use my Staff of Blessed Relief to create water. I'll be back. You fucking God.
I mean, there's one way to use it. Wuten, are you absolutely positive that this music was not composed for KOTOR?
He's probably peeing too.
Everyone's fucking using their Staff of Blessed Relief.
Jealous?
No. I have a cup of soothing waters, it's fine. I mean, if you're gonna play that game.
God.
Okay, I return.
Ah.
Welcome back.
Okay, Wooten, are you I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you entirely sure that this music was not in fact composed for KOTOR? Because it sounds very Star Warsy.
That's a fair assumption to make. No, it is not from Star Wars. This music is actually a part of an eight movement suite called Music of the Spheres, created by Marty O'Donnell.
Whoa.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Right.
This is actually
I used the Staff of Blessed Relief. I'm good.
You missed my...
Got them.
Got them.
It's fine, I've got a cup of soothing waters.
Nice. So this is this theme is called The Ecstasy, and it is based upon Jupiter, because Music of the Spheres, that's a concept of astrology, or I think
It's like early astronomy where the Earth was the center of the solar system, and each solar body was represented by a different like a different god, essentially. So you had like the sun, or I think it was the order was the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I don't think they had anything for Jupiter, Saturn.
I don't think they knew of Pluto. Or
yeah, I don't think they knew anything farther than Saturn. So I think Saturn. What was this?
They knew about Uranus,
the
right?
seventh.
Pretty sure.
I don't think so.
They
Not
knew all
for-
about Uranus. Got him.
Thanks, NP.
Let me
Man.
look up the the
Thanks.
orders here real quick. I've got it here on my phone. But it is the moon, Mercury, Venus. Oh, the sun, and then Mars, then Jupiter, then Saturn. And then the 8th movement is Earth, basically.
Oh,
Comes
neat.
right back
Awesome.
around home. It's pretty
We almost
fucking
played-
sweet. I'll send you all the
almost played a piece based off of that concept.
I'll send you guys the playlist for the whole thing. It was I think it was just released back in I think it was like December 2008 or 2018 rather. 2018 or 2019 or
Well, you know,
like
only just
early
released in
2019.
2008.
But this is from Destiny, not Star Wars. So let's
Well,
Oh.
I mean, both sci-fi, so makes sense.
yeah. Both sci-fi and Bungie did do Halo first before they went to Destiny. So there's a lot of similar motifs and stuff. Oh, Kichi,
Makes perfect
$5. Have $5 because I'm in a good mood. Ah, thanks, Kichi. I hope you're I hope that now that we're done with the pee break, you enjoy what we have in store here as we meet up with the Mages Guild. So, as you make your way inside, first things first, you feel as though the tower itself, it's fairly unassuming. There's something akin to like an observatory up at the top there. But as you enter, you quickly realize that this tower feels a lot bigger on the inside than it does on the outside. And so as you enter, you're surrounded. You're surrounded by all manners of arcane tomes, arcane. Just you feel you almost feel the arcane energy just channeling through the air. Even if you're not attuned to magic, you feel like the hair, like you feel like goosebumps along your arms, just from the sheer amount of magical energy in this place. And as you continue making your way through, you see various students of the craft studying, practicing various spells. You see a couple of alchemic labs, almost, where they're trying out different potion combinations. You hear a brief explosion come from what Zayne, roll a knowledge arcana.
Right, this is my thing here.
Oh, dang it, not again! I can't get this right!
Okay.
But,
Okay.
well, I mean, still a 22.
22. That's decent. You recognize the symbol on along the archway towards the sound that you the explosion that you heard, you recognize that as the arcanic symbol of evocation. And as you're one second, as you are looking towards that sound, you hear a voice complaining about not getting something right. And if you peer down towards one of the little alcoves, just billowing with smoke in that area, is this little boy there. It's just a little gnome.
He's a little fella.
Yeah.
Could be worse, guys. It could have come from the transmutation classroom.
Ugh. Oh, he'll get it one of these days.
Should we? Is this going to be a player character that we should go introduce? Just asking.
No, it's one of it's a little Easter egg. It's just a little Easter egg. No worries.
Okay. Just checking, but because you seem to be paying undue attention to this little tyke. Just want to make sure.
It's my wizard character I built a while
Oh,
back, just in case
from
Zeal kicked the bucket. So
got it.
Yeah,
All right.
just a little blast from the past, you know.
Yeah.
fucking
All
kangaroo
right.
just going. Nobody asked your opinion.
Yeah, he had a kangaroo familiar.
Yeah, yeah,
Same size that he is.
yeah. So as you continue your way up the various staircases leading up to the top of the tower, let's have all three of you roll in some fortitude saves real quick, because this is a lot of stairs. This feels like it could go on forever.
Does my key metabolism come into this at all?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's not going to
So
be
do
a
I still
very
need to
hard
roll now?
check. Yeah, you still need to roll.
Oh, okay. Well, if I can access this stupid thing.
Alvor, you have years of marching training. You're fine. Years of marching practice.
You want me to roll for you, Chaotic?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. For some weird reason, I can't quite do anything with it. So it's going to be plus 17 is my standards.
You got. Let's see what Zeal does. Okay, 23. That's admirable. Admirable. Okay. You all make it just fine. Alvor, you've got years of marching experience. You got those calves of steel. You just light jog up the stairs while the other two are just trailing behind slightly. Zayne's doing the best he can. It's not tiring him out, but he's not used to it. And then Zeal's bringing up the rear. And as you make your way up, you come up to a very similar site to the observatory area that was at the top of the Alchemist Guild from Roxy. It's very similar to that, but much more bigger. And
More bigger and more better.
more bigger and better. More butter. And as you make your way up the stairs and into the room, see the Archmage from earlier, a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago rather, staring out the
I'm sorry.
I know. Staring out the window.
I was told you would be coming. What brings you to my sanctum? As he turns his glowing blue eyes, gazing upon the three of you. And where is your fourth companion?
The three of us are trying to be like, out of character. We're like,
Well,
Had business
Zeal,
of
you
her own
remember
to
she had
attend
to take care of some personal business. So
before the big
Yeah.
clash, basically. So
yeah.
He's gonna say that with some sadness, though, because he's got his own reasons for thinking why she left. So they did just kind of have a big religious fight almost. So he's kind of thinking maybe he accidentally may have said something that he shouldn't have. So that's my in-character reason.
Okay. I see. Well, I assume you're here to, perchance inquire about the mysterious Grey Order that's reappeared recently.
we've been given the blessing to go through their forest towards their order. Though my sister had mentioned there might be some sort of trial for the way there. We were just wondering if you might happen to know what we might need to expect going through there.
He seems to almost stare off in the distance for a bit, and almost in reminiscence, and slight smile turns on the side of his cheek. Well, I haven't heard of them taking on any sort of new visitors in a long time.
Desperate times, I suppose.
Desperate times indeed. As he stares to look out his window, which you notice is staring out to the north towards Abyssian. Desperate times indeed. Well, as he taps his staff on the ground and turns to look at you once more. If you're going to be taking on their trials, you must be ready to face what lies within each and every one of you. The dragons of ancient times are pure embodiments of what we might call the seven sins. Greed, pride, lust, sloth, gluttony. All things that are what we might see as horrible aspects of mortal beings. These dragons embody each, based upon their flight. The black dragon flight, I assume you're familiar with, is the aspects of pride in ancient times. In that way, they also have their counterparts in the metallic dragons. And so, those who enter the sanctum of the Grey Order must forego these seven sins and face them in the forest. You must be prepared to face what monsters you've held within. Only then will you come out on top and enter the sanctum of the Grey Order.
Okay, Shadow Boss got it.
Fucking grab yourself a Master Sword. We got this shit. Come on.
This is the end game boss rush. It's like fucking Secret of Mana.
I didn't hear a no. Anyways.
I haven't played Secret of Mana, so maybe, I don't know.
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
so that's what he says.
At least now we have a somewhat of an idea of what we'll be doing. I guess the only other questions we should probably ask are, how do we get there? Like, where should we enter the woods, or does it matter? And do you have anything that you would be willing to give us to help us out? Because ultimately, we're still planning on going to kill this big-ass dragon and also defend an entire city. So,
from legions of invading forces.
So if there's anything they'd be willing to lend us, even if they expect it back, it'd be really cool.
Because, I think in character we would, kind of argue, we are willing to undergo these trials, but we also have 3 days before these foreigners come a knocking. So,
any chance you could drop us off, buddy?
I've been made aware from the Siren Commander. It seems tides are changing. I will assist you in any way I can, though I must remain here. As he walks forward, staff, the clinks of his staff against the stone floor just echoing across the observatory.
mm-hmm.
I will take you to the forest, but you must be the one to choose where you enter. And with that, he taps the bottom of his staff to the ground, and his eyes glow almost like maroon color, and he, with a wide arc with his staff hand, he points it towards a nearby what looks to be like some sort of ring, like a semicircle setup along the wall. Zayne, roll Knowledge Arcana. Or spellcraft if you're trying to recognize the spell he's casting. I think that's spellcraft.
Well, they're both 21, so.
Oh, okay. Well, just...
Oh.
Okay, I actually need to check that. 1 second. Spellcraft. What is the identify a spell as it's being cast? 15 plus spell level. That is 24. Well, I think that actually gets it. Yeah. He is casting Gate.
This man got some power.
Yeah.
This man is the Archmage. Of course he's got
is.
some power.
Gate is one of the most powerful spells. It's like...
It's a 9th level spell. It can literally... Sorry, go ahead. You were explaining it. That's my bad.
That's good. No, it's a 9th level spell that's like even better than teleport.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Basically.
Yeah,
Magic
it can take
portal.
you directly to any point on any plane. So that includes other planes of existence as well.
So he casts this spell, and you feel like the sheer power of this mighty spell just, and the arcane energies in the room just suck towards the ring on the wall, and you see it tear at the fabric of reality and open to a forest. When you're ready, it awaits.
Oh, I guess there's no better time than the present. We don't have much time. Final days are fast approaching. He says that one more to himself, but still kind of out loud. So unless I guess he wants to grant us any more knowledge or items or help, I guess we should walk through the gate.
Yep. Unless anybody else has got anything else I want.
Nothing
Y'all
aside
got
from that.
anything else?
Nothing.
Anything else you want to ask him before you step forward?
Any kind of if there were any kind of like local like any kind of like what kind of wildlife is out there that we should be mindful of.
Each mortal's journey through the forest is different. Not even I can tell you what you will find in there.
It's not your standard forest that's gonna have deer and wolves and
Right.
shit in it.
Yeah,
Like fucking
this is-
super magical.
yeah.
This
It's
is
like the Everfree Forest.
It's like the Everfree.
Yeah, that works.
I wish I had something really profound to ask him. Something like,
What is
I
the
don't
meaning
know.
of life?
what is man's place in the universe? I got nothing.
I mean, you can
Through the
ask him if
portal?
you
No.
like.
No, I got nothing.
I will merely thank him and step through. I will be the first one to
Okay.
step through as I then scan the forest. So
Okay.
Aside from that bookmark from earlier, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
The checkpoint from earlier.
Yeah.
this is the
I
new
s-
checkpoint. This is the new save
I saved
Yeah.
I used my second save file. Good.
The fuck did you say to me? Quick save. Yeah, through the portal. Like I gave a little bow and thank mage dude and then step through.
He
Shit, did I take
he
the right dialogue tree? I should go back and
nods an acknowledgement to you, and you make your way into the forest.
Okay, guys, time for endgame dungeon content. Let's do this.
Oh boy.
You got your best in slot. Let's do this.
Endgame dungeon content.
What'd you say it was? Forest of Infinity.
That
We
is
call it the
what
White Barren
Aramis
Woods,
called it.
right?
Yes, it's the White Barren Woodlands in Narr'tor, speak, but to the dragons, to Aramis specifically, it is the Forest of Infinities.
Ooh.
It's one of those ones where you have to ask the question when you walk halfway in. You're always going halfway there, and you never actually make it. I forget. It was some Greek philosopher who asked the question. You always get halfway somewhere. So, but if you're always going halfway, how do you ever actually get there? Halfway to halfway, and then halfway to that, and then halfway to that.
Mm-hmm. So, let me...
Just stupid shit that runs through my head. I keep forgetting I have improved.
Let me get that.
I am pure. I will do these trials, and I will succeed. I don't know about you fucks, but I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Getting rid of my vices is what being a monk is all about.
I'm about that shit.
The eight branched path.
Yes.
I haven't been laid in forever, so that's one down.
And neither has Zeal.
Nope.
Okay.
It's okay. Zayne made up for it.
Yeah. I've got
Yeah.
enough tail for the whole
He had all of it for us.
Yeah. I had all the tail for the whole party, the entire time.
Yeah. Just a second.
That was back when the campaign was a bit more silly. And the world was not in nearly as much jeopardy.
We're literally that fucking comic where he starts as a clown barbarian at the start, and by the end, he's the most lovable character that has to sacrifice himself to save everybody. So one of the first. I'm sorry.
No, I was a shitpost. Go ahead.
No, all I was going to say is that once we get through and we're on the other side, I'm going to start using my abilities. So I need to keep track of my key.
Okay.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my bark skin to turn my fur into scales. And then I'm going to touch everybody and just say, we're going to do just fine as everybody gets unshakable zeal for 18 hours. 2-4, that costs 6 key points, so I've used 7.
Does that
I've
mean
already used half my key.
You grappled all of us?
What? Unshake? You can't shake me! This monkey is unshakable! I'll tell you what it does here. Fill the target with boundless enthusiasm and faith in its ultimate triumph. Whenever the target fails an attack roll, a save, a skill check, a concentration check, or an ability check, the target gets a +4 morale bonus on its next attempt at the failed check within 1 round. This includes attack rolls against the same foe, saving throws against the same ability from the same foe, and so on. In addition, when the target would be affected by a fear or emotion effect, it can instead dismiss Unshakable Zeal without spending an action and negate the effect.
Okay. Dismiss a fear or a what effect?
A fear or an emotion effect. So like if someone tried to cast like a rage spell on you to make you rage and like attack your allies, you could automatically succeed on it, basically.
All right.
To shake it off. The idea is if you fail the save and would be affected, you can dismiss the spell and you can instead succeed.
Let's see. Let me count.
And otherwise, if you fail an attack roll, skill check, concentration check, or ability check, you get +4. So if you miss on an attack, your next attack will get +4 to hit. So,
Wow.
I realized something. I have the map of the dungeon, but I don't actually have it like all dynamically lit. So what we'll do is we'll call it for tonight, but we will start up first thing next session. But as you make your way, so as you make your way through the gate, you are met with the Forest of Infinities. And that's where we're going to leave off at this point for this week.
Fuck, it's Fellwood. Everything's a fucking skull.
Oh, you think this is Fellwood? Oh, you poor soul. You haven't seen anything yet.
Well, that sucks because I ran the fuck out of Fellwood first thing I saw.
Oh. You think Fellwood is bad. You ain't seen nothing. Poor unfortunate soul indeed. So, we will resume this next time on Champions of Narr'tor. So, yeah.
Yay.
Yay. Next time
on Champions of Narr'tor. All right. Boom. I hope y'all enjoyed that little ditty there.
He's setting up for the shit times.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good time. I hope all of you had fun tonight. It was a bit more low key than what we've typically done. That said, couple of announcements for the viewers here. You may notice that Schism is not on the the title page, that's because Thorny is taking some time to take care of things in real life, and because of that, he is stepping away from gaming at this time. Whether or not he chooses to rejoin this campaign or future campaigns, I'm not sure, but we wish him the best, and we hope that whatever he's choosing to do, he is taking care of himself and doing what he enjoys. That's the first thing. Second thing, these are now moving from Friday nights to what looks to be Monday nights, if schedules pending for most folks, but it's looking like Champions of Narr'tor D&D sessions and future campaigns that I run going forward will be run on Monday night. This seems to be the day that works best for most folks here, and it works best for me because I also get to sleep on Friday night, which is a work night for me. So future campaigns will be taking place likely on Monday nights. So that's the second thing. Third thing, we're getting close to the end game here. We've got a couple of things left for this campaign. Going forward, if and when we finish this campaign, it will likely be around spring break, which is late-ish March. So that is the projected end of this campaign. That said, we have future campaigns that are set in the queue to be played afterwards. So even though we'll be ending Champions of Narr'tor, that doesn't mean we'll be ending D&D. So next campaign you can look forward to is most likely going to be what's the thing? Something of Keonan. Whatever name
Keonan
had.
Legacies.
Keonan Legacies is Goody's campaign that he's going to be running. I'll be a player in that. I believe Chaotic is going to be a player in that as well. I believe Neighrator is as well, and so it'll be a continuation campaign of this world that we've constructed here. So after Champions of Narr'tor ends, that's what you can look forward to. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Y'all got anything else to add?
Nope.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, hope you all had a wonderful time viewing this session, and we hope to see you on Monday nights in the new sessions. So until next time, y'all have a good one.
Not this Monday, but next Monday.
Next Monday, yes. January 13th. I am not running a campaign 3 days from now. I have a lot of stuff to prepare for that one coming up. So y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all next time.
All right. Ciao.
Bye.